Right now we're doing really a world tour for our album, The Black Parade. That is a record, it didn't take us too long to make, but we had spent years kind of cooking it up. It's a concept record about a man who's in his early 30s. He's dying tragically in a hospital, and he's recounting his life. It's more of a cautionary tale, and it's for us, it's a lot of classic rock influence too.
What's what's been really cool about taking it out on the road is, we always envisioned the record. We wanted the listener to hear it for the first time, and always to listen to it in its from front to back. And when we decided to take it out on the road, we decided to play the record from front to back too, because I think if you start separating the songs, you kind of lose the meaning, you kind of lose the story a little bit. And when we decided to go out on tour for this, we wanted to play it from front to back, and I don't know, the record just flows really well, and it gives us a cool way to separate the first part of the set from the second part of the set too, where we change costumes, and it's a little more stripped down and kind of goes more to the older records, and we play songs from that.
I think a visual aesthetic is the most important, like one of the most important things next to the music. Like style per se isn't, we never really pay attention to style when we're doing it. In fact, some of the things we've worn have been kind of unstylish, and I think that's the point, especially the new Black Parade uniforms that we wear. They're not very stylish at all. They're striking and they're different, but this band's always had a visual aesthetic to go along with what it does and the music that it makes, and I think that's very important to the band. So, like right now we'll do a whole set as the Black Parade, but after this tour and after we're done with the Black Parade, we'll never really go back to that. We'll never be the Black Parade again, and that's kind of, I think, what makes it special. We never walk onto a video if we don't know what the concept is, and I'd say we really have basically shaped, I'd say if we've made 10 videos, 8 of them, like the concept came from the band and then was tweaked with the director. When we're making these songs, usually a video springs right to your mind. Right. And actually a video did spring to our minds for I Don't Love You, and it was kind of going to be this Raging Bull style thing.
It was going to be a boxing, and then there was like, what, 3 videos,
three or four videos just like that had come out, so we couldn't do that. So we asked Mark what he wanted to do. We still wanted to keep it in the black and white realm, but then he came up with a whole different concept. So, but all our videos really kind of encapsulate the song, and they tell the story of the song in a lot of ways, in some way, in some interpretation. So.
I remember the day that we walked in onto the set of the Black Parade video. We had never seen anything like that. That was our first video where we ever shot. It's on a real soundstage,
right.
And this. I mean, I don't know how high the ceilings went. It looked like the ceilings went like a mile high, and just this huge like airport hangar basically. And we walked in, and we walked into this this city that was destroyed. And we saw this giant float, and we had never been on a video shoot before where the set design, the costume design was at that level. And it really took you to another place, and it really helped you get into the mood of that song and really focus on how to perform for it. A lot of the cool things that happened during that video, the confetti, there was lots of hot ash getting blown around, and all of that stuff just added to the intensity. It's we use confetti during the stage show as well, and it's a great moment. With the way the lighting hits it, and I don't know, it just puts you in this other world, and that's kind of like what the video was like for us. We really, you just get taken to another place when you step onto a soundstage like that. I think for all of us, one of the ways we've all matured, we've seen the world, and we've really lived a few lifetimes worth of experiences in just a few years. You go to all these crazy places. You're meeting, places that you never envision yourself going to, and you grow in that way. You just grow from meeting new people and experiencing new things. I also know that we've all grown as musicians. I think, I think from where the band started to where we are now, I think we're a lot more comfortable in our own skin, and we're a lot more, experienced songwriters. I think also the influences that we all have kind of really come through, and especially on this record, I feel, that all the bands that we were into when we were younger and that we started to like as we were older, all those little elements really play into this record. We really we really tried to be ourselves in this and kind of let everything out and wear everything on our sleeve, and I think that shows on this.
Beatles, obviously influenced pretty much every band out there, and they were an inspiration to us as well as Queen and David Bowie and Pink Floyd for this album. And probably late 70s, early 80s punk era, stuff like Misfits, Black Flag, Dead Kennedys. And then after that actually comes really like the Smiths and things like that, like right after it. And then, any bands later than that is, I'd say Muse has been a big inspiration to us. But not a lot of current bands. I listen to Mars Volta quite a bit. But I don't think I draw a lot from that. I think I just enjoy that as a listener. So we don't draw upon a lot of modern